What is up, Kilo Crew, and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to do something a little bit different for y'all and take you guys through some of my capacity training, how I stretch my stomach to get ready for food challenges. So in front of me I have a wide array of stuff from Papa John's that I would like to try and get through to kind of get my stomach used to, number one, eating a lot, but eating also a lot of like high fat, high carbohydrate foods so that I am ready and prepared for some upcoming food challenges that I have here at home and on the road. But my goal today is just going to be to get through all of this. I'm not sure like what time limit I'm going to set for myself, but obviously I want to go as quickly as possible in order to kind of mimic a food challenge environment. But I have two different medium pizzas from Papa John's. I have their bacon pizza, which is a medium, and then their medium extra cheese pizza. I also have some of their, I believe they're like a chicken parmesan bite, and then a Philly cheesesteak papadilla. And then for dessert, we have some of their Oreo bites. So I'm actually really excited to try this. I haven't had Papa John's in forever, and I don't believe I've ever done it for a food challenge video. I think maybe only like a cheat day, but I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm incorrect. But anyways, without further delay, let's pull our hair back and get this training challenge started. All right. I've been really into bacon pizza lately. Randy's mom got me really into it, so maybe let's start with some of that. It sounds really good. Oh, and I also want to try and finish this Diet Pepsi just to practice drinking a little liquids along with the challenges. So without further delay, that's been plenty of talking. Let's get this started in 1, 2, 3. It is pizza eating time. Don't let me down, Papa John's. Here we go. That ain't too shabby. Listen, no matter what kind of pizza it is, I'm usually a happy kind of gal when I'm chomping my way through bread and cheese. Their crust is a little chewy, so I am going to have to kind of go as quick as I can. That is unfortunately one of like the red flags of a pizza challenge. If the crust starts out chewy, that means I'm gonna have to go full tilt, all out, full speed in order to get through it before my jaw just dies of fatigue and it gets even chewier. Jaw is already getting tired. Really glad I'm training. It's been like since December 1st since I filmed a challenge when Randy and I got engaged. And I certainly needed the practice. I hadn't eaten like a large portion other than I suppose like my Christmas meals in quite a long time. So yeah, really needed to push myself in order to be ready for our upcoming challenges. Use some of this garlic dipping sauce for the crust. I'm sure you guys are yelling at me in the comments to get it started. Garlic butter. Can't deny that is good garlic butter. Okay, but is it just me, or is sometimes the Papa John's garlic butter hit and miss? Zero shade thrown. This time it was delicious, but I've had times where it's been like all separated and I don't know, just not pleasant. All right, that was it for the bacon pizza. Let's move on to the Philly cheesesteak papadilla. I'm actually really jazzed to try this. It looks pretty good. It basically kind of just looks like a pizza folded in half, but it actually looks like it has a pretty good balance of stuff. There's cheese, green peppers, and then it looks like some sort of steak. Oh no, that's really nice. Pizza was kind of meh. This papadilla is fantastic. Really loved the ratio of green peppers, onions, and cheese on this papadilla, and also really enjoyed that it was convenient to eat, almost like a little taco or a little sandwich. However, I will say it was also extremely chewy, so I was in for a rough time. This might be a little more tricky than I thought, simply based on how chewy everything is. But one half of the papadilla is down, let's get down the other half. Okay, voice over me is done saying it, because at this point I feel like you could play a drinking game with how many times I've said the word chewy, so we're gonna drop it there. We'll just focus on the food from here on out. All right, papadilla down. I'm going to reward myself for all my efforts with some of these Oreo Papa Bites. Never had these. I'm sure they'd be a little bit better actually hot, but it just looks like Oreo bread with some icing. Let's try it. It's all right. It's like a tough grocery store dough, though. Oi, I sound like one of those Instagram critics. I think I just wasn't used to Papa John's food in general. I really didn't hate it. I feel like the glaze should be on them. And to be fair, there was a little bit of glaze kind of drizzled over the top of these, but I feel like they really needed to be just soaked in this frosting. It really needed the moisture. But the sweetness is an amazing break from all the salty. If I'm really going to push myself for a training session, I need to be enjoying myself right. So the little sweet treat in the middle of all of this kind of savory pizza and dough was really, really helpful. All right, we will save the other 4 for when we finish up all the rest of the savory. A glass of milk would have gone great with those. Those grew on me. The more I ate them, they're pretty nice. Let's try the chicken parmesan bites. Now these are great. Really buttery, really parmesan-y. Super worth it. I was absolutely not expecting to love these so much. These were really, really good, and I think I would order these time and time again. I loved the cheese to marinara to chicken ratio. It was awesome. Only complaint on these is that the portion of marinara on the side is like laughably small. It's like maybe a tablespoon of marinara, but otherwise great. Yeah, number one, the cup itself was so tiny you couldn't really get the bite in there to kind of dunk them in there and get like the extra marinara and all that flavor, but also it was like filled up maybe a third of the way. I kind of thought that was odd. I think so far these are my favorite. The dough is really thin. There's a really good ratio of cheese to chicken to marinara that's already wrapped and rolled in these. These are a win for me. I feel like I have deja vu. I'm pretty sure voice over me already said that, but hey, I guess I really enjoyed these. If I rant and rave about something, that means I pretty much am into them. So yeah, order these. All right. Parmesan bites gone. And those were great. I should say chicken parm bites. Now, we continue the epic jaw workout of these pizzas. Hopefully the extra cheese helps though. Extra cheese is good. I typically eat a very, very low-fat diet when I'm not filming challenges. So in order to kind of like get my system ready to take on lots of fat during a tour, I wanted to add the extra cheese to just kind of get used to digesting all that. Might have overdone it on my first training though. This is actually a lot of doughy food. But hey, you know what they say, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So I really, really wanted to push myself and do well on this training session and really set the tone for the upcoming eating season and make sure that I was absolutely 100% ready. Great thing about filming these practice sessions at home, working on stretching my stomach, is I get to wear nice comfy clothes and just overall kind of relax and not have the pressure of a crowd watching me. Although you guys are watching me, aren't you? Oh, how's my performance so far, guys? This is a lot. I have unfortunately made the mistake before of not practicing or testing out my capacity before going on a food challenge tour, and let me tell you, it is so embarrassing to arrive at a restaurant and have everyone expect me to crush it and have to struggle through. So practice is key. I'm gonna do the reverse fold on these guys. Cheese on the outside to keep the moist part against your mouth, if that makes sense. Oh my god, that's what she said moment. It's better to do the reverse fold than to do the crust on the outside because that like basically sucks the moisture out of your mouth, makes it really hard to chew and swallow. So pro tip if you ever do a pizza challenge. With my childish immaturity out of the way and that helpful tip, I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the rest of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this slightly unusual insight into how I train, but until the next one. Take a bit of break from the savory, get into these Oreo bites. They are now super hard and crunchy. Even the frosting is like coagulated, but hopefully still tastes good. If you order these, have your air fryer on standby. They need to be heated up if you don't eat them immediately, but they taste great. Whew, 2 slices of pizza left, 1 Oreo bite, a little bit of Diet Pepsi. We got this. Typically when I do training sessions, I treat myself and I put on a chick flick and sit at the couch. But I'm glad I'm focused in for this video. Hopefully you find it enlightening. Pizza down. Final Oreo bite. This one's a big boy. Try to leave no doubt in the frosting. Dip this in here. Their dipping cups are tiny, which kind of sucks. Gotta get my bite in there, man. These are truly nice though. I recommend these just either eat them right away or again, air fry them up. Very good. These and the chicken parmesan bites were definitely top tier. All right, final bite, and then it's on to the sody, and we're gonna call it a training session. Ooh, 20-ounce diet soda, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, buddy. Ooh. 33 minutes and 19 seconds was my time on that training challenge. Kind of a fun challenge in general for filming at home. If you guys want to try that, I recommend it. Typically, I like to train with these pizzas. I probably mentioned this in the voiceover, just because pizza is pretty delicious. It's high fat and high carbohydrate, which is pretty much a good breakdown of what most food challenges are like. Obviously, training with healthy food is healthier in the long run, but this was more fun. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys liked some insights into how I like to train and kick off a food challenge season. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Meanwhile, I am going to head off, get some walking in, and then begin streaming on Twitch. If you guys don't know, shameless plug, I stream on Twitch now. I've mentioned it in a video before, but if you guys want to nerd out with me on Twitch, it's Katina Eats Kilos. You can find me there, being a nerd. Join me for shenanigans and nerdage, and I'll catch you guys over there. Meanwhile, again, I've got some walking to do to start digesting this, but great fun training session. Really glad I got that in. Stomach is definitely quite full. I'll probably top it off with even more water once I finish filming. But yeah, plenty of talking. I will catch you guys in the next one, which I believe should be an episode of Supersize Nashville. Until then, all I can say is, okay, peace out, bye!